Our cover story tonight is from Israel, where Benjamin Netanyahu has suffered the biggest setback of his political career. He's been indicted on corruption charges and now he must fight them in court. Mr. Netanyahu is the first sitting prime minister to be indicted in the history of Israel. He is also the longest serving prime minister of his country, with his 4 terms stretching longer than the founding father of Israel, David Ben-Gurion. Clearly, Netanyahu is a survivor, but this time he is in serious trouble.
This is a difficult and a sad day. Today I announced to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's lawyers about my decision to indict him in 3 charges. A day in which the Attorney General decides about indicting a serving Prime Minister in severe offences of administrative corruption is a difficult and sad day for the Israeli public and for me personally.
Netanyahu has been charged with bribery, fraud and breach of trust. There are 3 cases against him. The charge sheet describes some serious offences. The Prime Minister has been accused of extending favours to media tycoons. In exchange, he allegedly received favourable news coverage. Netanyahu is also accused of accepting gifts valued at more than $250,000 from billionaire friends. This was in exchange for political favours. But the Prime Minister remains defiant.
Tonight we are witnessing an attempted coup against a serving Prime Minister based on fabrications and a tainted and biased investigative process. I will not let the lie triumph. I will continue to lead the country according to the letter of the law, with responsibility, devotion and concern for the security and future of us all.
He calls it an attempted coup. The timing couldn't have been worse. Israel has had 2 elections this year and there's still no government in place. He failed to cobble up the numbers. Now another election is expected soon, the 3rd in less than a year, and such a case does not help the Prime Minister's chances. So is it the end of the road for Prime Minister Netanyahu? Not quite. Benjamin Netanyahu may be down, but he is not out. The political deadlock works in his favour to some extent. As long as no one can form the government in Israel, he remains Prime Minister. He will face this legal challenge from a position of strength. He says he's not guilty and he will not step down. So his position is safe for the moment, but his list of worries is long. There is a revolt from within his party. MK Gideon Sa'ar, another leader of Netanyahu's Likud party, has vowed to challenge him. If Netanyahu loses the support of his party, he will no longer be a candidate in the next election. His survival instincts have kicked in then. He is calling this probe a coup. Technically, Israel still has a functioning parliament. The elected lawmakers have taken their oath of office. Netanyahu could push his allies to pass a legislation, something that will grant him immunity from prosecution while he's still in office. This is a battle that has just begun.